Today we're going to present a video about the decimal numerals, and this is also known as the Hindu Arabic numerals. Okay, so what you're seeing now actually is what we call the Hindu Arabic numerals with the zero, of course. So this is part of our course in Fundamentals of Mathematics, by the way. So here we're going to discuss the features of decimal numerals, okay? Or again, it's the Hindu Arabic numerals. So for number one, the symbols we use here are what we call digits, and they are the following. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, until 9. So this is also the one that we're using in our everyday mathematics. So I believe that all of you are familiar with this. Okay, number two, the prefix deci means 10. Okay, which is used. That's why it's decimal. Why is it 10? Because we are on the base 10. So our numbers, okay, rotate, or shall we say, we use those 10 digits all across our numbering system. So deci, just like in the word decagon, a decagon is a polygon with 10 sides, so the same prefix is used. So imagine here, so we start with our 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 until 9. Again, after 9, we will arrive at the number 10. And number 10, the number for 10 is 1, 0. Okay, so basically we're starting again with 0. After 10 is 11, that's 1, 1, 12, 1, 2, 13, 1, 3, and so on up until 19. When we reach 19, we need to go to 20. And 20 starts with 0. And again, 21, 22. So again, you can see the rotation happening. That's why we're using the base 10. That's why we call it decimal, as in 10. Okay, for number 3, the place of a symbol in a numeral gives the size of the group that the symbol represents. So we will be talking about the place value after this slide. So the place value gives the magnitude or the size, okay, of that numeral. And of course, 0 is a placeholder. So it is used to fill positions which are otherwise empty. So for example, imagine the number 1000. Okay, so in the number 1000, I think I cannot write it here. Okay, I don't have my pen. 1000, you can imagine the 1 at the third place value, 1 and then 0, 0, 0. Okay, so meaning we have a 1 in the thousands place, but we have no hundreds, no tens, and no ones. That's why we put the 0 as a placeholder only. Okay, a placeholder that is meaning it's empty. The hundreds place is empty, the tens place is empty, and the ones place is empty, or the units place is empty. That's why 0 is used as a placeholder. Okay. Next up, as promised, I'm going to show you the place value chart, and this will only be until the billions. There's a lot more after that. Okay, and there's even a lot more after before this ones digit. But let's content ourselves with the ones or units. Okay, so for the ones and units, we start with the ones, of course, and that's 10 raised to 0. Again, for all real numbers raised to 0 except 0 is equal to 1. So this is times 1. Okay, 10 is 10 raised to 1. Hundreds is 10 raised to 2. Thousands, and then ones here. So the ones digit for the thousand, we don't call it one thousand ones. We simply call it as thousands. Okay, so that's 10 raised to 3. Maybe you can reimagine the exponent here as the number of zeros written before the 1. So for example, so 10 raised to 1, there's only one zero before after you write the 1. For the hundreds, there are 2 zeros. For thousands, there are 3 zeros. For 10,000s, there are 4 zeros. For 100,000s, there are 5 zeros, and so on. Okay, so again, as I've mentioned, this is 100,000s. So this is what we call the period names, actually. So for the millions, 100 millions, 10 millions, and we don't call it as 1 millions, okay, or once millions, okay. We just simply call it, for example, if it ends with 2, so that's 2 millions. Okay, for the billions, the same thing is happening because we have period names here: billions, millions, thousands, ones, or units. We have the trillions after this, and a lot more. Each grouping here is what we call a period. Okay, and they are separated by commas. Okay, we use the commas to separate the periods, or in some books they say that you just need to give some space. Okay, so to emphasize that this bunch is one period for ones, one period for thousands, one period for millions, and so on. Okay, but commas are okay. Commas will be also used in our decimal system. Okay, so as one example, so we have here 5,243. So for the ones digit, clearly we have the 3 for the ones, we have the 4 for the tens, we have the 2 for the hundreds, and we have the 5 for the thousands. Okay, so other way of writing this is like this. We read this as 5,000s, which means, so we're having the 5 times the thousands um, place. Again, this is the 10 raised to 3, that's a thousand. So 5, because we have 5,000, so we write it as this. We have 200s, so 2 times 10 squared, that's 10 squared is 100, so 2 times 100 is 200. We have 4 tens, 4 times 10 raised to 1, okay, that's 40. And 3 ones, of course, 10 raised to 0 again is 1. 3 times 1 is 3, so our total will be 5,243. Maybe in your modules there are some errors there. Kindly fix the errors. I think this ends with 6 instead of 3, so I apologize for that. Okay, so how do we read this? Okay, we have read this already, but how do we write it if you want to write it in words? So this is 5,246. Okay, again, 5,240. Sorry, this is 3 rather. 3. Again, it was written as 6 in the module. Again, kindly change this as 3 instead of 6. My bad. Okay. So for your turn, so for our exercises in this video, write the following in words and determine the place value of the underlined digit. So for number 1, we have here number 2, number 3, number 4, and the same thing will happen. Kindly pause the video and write it on a piece of paper. Okay, and play it again to find the answer. Okay, go. Okay, I think you're done. So let's answer number 1. So how do we read or write this number here? This is read as 1,872. So in words, here you go. So what is the place value of the underlined digit? So clearly this is 8. This is found in the hundreds place. Okay. Number 2, so we have I'm going to read this. And how do you write this? This is 536,804. Notice that there's a 0 on the tens place, so that's a placeholder only, meaning there are no tens there. Okay. 3, what is 3 here? 3 is the 10,000s place. Okay. Number 3, we have 219,809,520. Okay, and then the 2 here, not the 2 here. 2 is the underline here. That's the 100 millions place. Number 4, we have 85,006,394. Okay, and that's a 5 here is the clearly this is the ones, this is the thousands, this is the millions place. Okay, and then lastly for number 9, we have 905,728. The 2 here is the tens place, and pretty much that's our answer for the exercises. I hope you got, like, since we have 2 per item, so I hope you got like a score of 7 or above. That would be awesome. Okay, so that will be for this video. This is a short video, simply just a throwback, if you may, in the decimal numerals or the Hindu Arabic numerals. So these are these are it, and this is again part of the fundamentals of mathematics course. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you'll like and subscribe this video, and yeah, see you soon. I'll be posting more. Okay, bye.